in Lincoln.
There's nothing like the view from the cheap seats.
Good morning, sports fans. Welcome to the Cheap Seats on 96.3 FM. We are on the web at WLCNonline.com. You can follow us on Twitter at WLCN Sports and on our Facebook page. Scott Kirby, Loyd Kirby, and Jim Ash with you this morning at the Four Corners Lube, where today we're going to be giving away a 122cc trimmer. Husqvarna trimmer, that is. We're going to be doing that probably, bottom of the hour, maybe towards the end of the show. But we got a box.
Say end of the show. We got something else happening at the bottom of the hour.
Speaking of something else, breaking news yesterday for you Lincoln Railer fans. What's that?
It's an air compressor in there, changing the oil.
Wow, I thought Jim was going to play some breaking news music there. But Lincoln's very own Geoff Alexander named as the assistant to the head coach of the University of Illinois, Brad Underwood, yesterday. So pretty exciting news for Geoff and his family, our family. He's going to call in at 9:30. And I know he's busy right now, so we appreciate him taking some time out of his busy day to give us a call here, probably to talk about a whole lot of nothing, because that's what we do.
And he is the assistant to the head coach.
Assistant to the head coach.
Now, is that like The Office? Did you watch The Office at all? Where Dwight was the assistant to the regional manager, but he called himself the assistant regional manager?
No, I didn't watch that one.
All right. Well that went absolutely nowhere.
I guess maybe we'll have to find out. See, it's a little different role that he's taken than what he's used to, and sounds like he has a lot of responsibilities, so we'll talk to him at 9:30, and looking forward to that. From 10 to 1, come on out here to Four Corners Lube, where the Illini Central Volleyball team will be here washing cars for a fundraiser. So get on out here, get your car washed. A beautiful, sunny, no cloud. Well, there's a couple clouds in the sky, but a great day to wash your car. And what better way to do it, to come out here and help these girls with their fundraiser.
Yeah, absolutely. Support a good cause. Get a clean car.
And I don't know how much it is. It's usually just by donation, but I'm sure they'll have signs out here. And maybe they'll be here before 10, and we can maybe get one of them on air and tell us what's going on.
Yeah, that would be good.
Missing Joe and Jake today.
We are.
I knew Jake was probably going to be gone, but Joe springs it on us that he won't be here.
We need to adopt kind of like the medical offices, where you have to cancel within a certain amount.
If you don't call within a certain time, you get written up, and after 3 or 4 written citations, I guess that there's a fee, penalty.
It's like Seinfeld. We can write it on his chart.
Yeah.
And I don't know. He should make a donation to the show. We should have like a kangaroo court jar.
I'm good with that, and that thing would be full by now. Yeah, got to give us. I'd say. The show starts today. How about a 12-hour notice? Because there is a little preparation that goes on this show, believe it or not, and not much, but there is some.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking 24, but 12 would work.
24 hours? Well, I'd say 12 hours notice.
We'll be lucky to get 12 minutes from him, though.
Yeah, and that's exactly what happened today. By the way, fellas, I will not be there today. Well, thanks, Joe. He is the guest getter, and we might have to give that title to somebody else.
Or hire an assistant to the guest getter.
Not a whole lot of guests. Yeah, assistant to the guest getter. How about, you want that title? We'll give it to you. You can call you the assistant guest getter.
No. Is it assistant guest getter or assistant to the guest getter?
Assistant to the guest getter. That means you're at his beck and call.
Exactly, which is why I would decline.
Okay. That's probably a good thing.
Thanks.
Jake's not here because the 12 and under chill girls softball team, they advanced in state, and they're playing in Decatur today at 8 o'clock. So that game is going on right now. Maybe he can call us and give us an update, and any other sports out there going on, any other chill games, or Lincoln Heat. I know their season might be over, but if anybody wants to give us a call, 737-3791, and let us know what's going on in the town of Lincoln as far as sports with Lincoln Chill, Lincoln Heat. I know the American Legion boys are up in Minnesota playing right now. I think they left Thursday, so that's pretty neat. Get to travel and play up north.
Play against some competitors you don't normally see here in the
it's
Illinois region.
Nice little getaway, nice little vacation, and get to play some baseball. So that's pretty exciting.
I heard someone was going boating today.
Well, it'd be a nice day to go boating. I like to go hijack my father's boat and take it out, but he might frown on that. Oh, and it is take your TV to the fairgrounds day. If you have an old TV or old computer monitor that you're looking to get rid of, the line is Jim said the line started at about 8 o'clock, maybe before.
Wow.
It's 9 to noon. So there's a lot of anxious people wanting to get rid of their junk and old TVs that you just can't put them on the side of the road anymore. You got to dispose of them properly, and the line was forming before 8 o'clock, and it's at the fairgrounds over by
the line was forming before we heard from Joe that he wasn't going to be here.
Yeah. There was actually a line. They were over an hour early. Anxious people wanting to get rid of their stuff. So that's taking place today at the fairgrounds, 9 to noon. So take your stuff out there, and they'll take it off your hands, and whatever they do with it from there is their business.
Good for the environment.
It is good for the environment. Don't be throwing them in the garbage. The landfills are filling up anyway with crap.
Is that a technical term?
That is a technical term. That is the word. If you need a quick oil change, 10 minutes or less, come out here, Four Corners Lube. Got 2 cars in there right now, and we're going to time them. We're going to see how fast they really are. I know it's under 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah, it's got to be. I've had mine.
See, that guy's already done.
Yep.
And we didn't even get a chance to time it. So the next one we come in here, we're going to time it. We do have a trivia question. Call 737-3791. We got a pair of Knights action tickets. Depending on how well this one goes, Lloyd has another question for you. So if we have a caller that can call in and give us the answer, he's going to win a pair of tickets to Knights Action Park, a $66 value. And you can swing by and get those after you win them and head on down to Springfield, because it's a beautiful day. And what better way to spend it than at a water park?
Yeah,
they got all kinds of stuff there: go-karts, water parks, putt-putt golf,
batting cages, golf driving range.
Pretty sure Jim just pulled a muscle doing that. Hey, the question is, we just told you Geoff Alexander was hired on as the assistant to the head coach Brad Underwood at the University of Illinois. Call in at 737-3791 and name 4 other colleges that Geoff coached at. There's actually 6 of them. All you got to do is give us 4. You might have to do a little research. I know it was covered yesterday with a lot of the local newspapers and radio, TV, news TV on Channel 3 and Channel 20. The Journal-Gazette out of Champaign had a nice article. Name 4 colleges that Geoff coached at, and you're going to win a pair of tickets to Knights Action Park. Going to have to do a little research on this one. You're going to have to earn it.
You must call.
737-3791. Call and give us the answer, and you'll be going to Knights Action Park. Do you know any of them?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Well, I got them written down here. We do know the answer, so we're not
that's a good thing.
We're not just throwing questions out there like we usually do, and don't know the answers to. And Joe's not here, so that's a plus.
Yeah, and it's actually kind of unusual. It is actually sports related. It's not name a color
or a number or just some of the nonsense that goes on there.
Yeah.
We're going to try to have somewhat of a intelligent show today.
Taking it to another level.
Yeah, we're stepping it up. So Joe, I think you just did the listeners a favor. A solid. Well, hey, let's take a commercial break. We come back. Hopefully, we're going to have an answer. And then the bottom of the hour, we're going to have Geoff Alexander on with us. So stay tuned. You're in the Cheap Seats, 96.3.
Hi, everyone. This is Greg Murphy from the Phillies broadcast team, and you're listening to Cheap Seats with Joe, Jake, and Shabadoo. On 96.3 FM, WLCN.
Welcome back to the Cheap Seats on 96.3 FM. We do have a caller on the phone lines right now, hopefully with the correct answer, so this individual can win tickets to Knights Action Park. You there? Or he hung up on us? Or Jim, do you know what you're doing over there?
Could you turn your radio down at home, please?
Well, he hung up. Didn't want to wait. And
Hold on. Is the phone plugged in?
do you know how to operate the phone? All right, well, we are back live. If you want to call in again at 737-3791, we'll get right to you. Give us a call right back with the answer. I know that was a little long of a break, but we're going to have a short segment here. Take another break in about 6 minutes, and Geoff Alexander will be giving us a call at the bottom of the hour. Newly hired assistant to the head coach at University of Illinois, so we're going to see what that title actually means. And I know he's got to be excited coming back to Illinois, Central Illinois.
Gets to be closer to you. So
that's right. He better be excited.
A big selling point right there.
Well, that sells itself right there. I mean, why wouldn't you want to live close to us? All right, 737-3791. Need a caller. Give us the answer. Name 4 colleges that Geoff coached at. There's actually 6 of them. All you got to do is name 4. If you name all 6, we'll throw in a bagel. A bagel, which were donated by the Hampton Inn. As always, they supply the goodies here for us. All right, go ahead, caller.
All right, I got an answer for Geoff Alexander.
All right, who are we talking to?
This is Kevin.
Who's that?
Kevin.
Kevin. Last name
Yes.
Kevin, so we can get him
Curry.
on. Curry?
Yes.
All right, you got an answer to the question.
I do. Eastern, Western, Daytona State, Evansville.
All right, yep, you got it. Do you know the other 2?
I don't.
The first coaching, actually started at Western and moved down to Jacksonville, Texas, a little college out in BFE. Then from there he went to Daytona. From Daytona he went to Idaho State. But you got 4 of them, so that means you're going.
I didn't know Idaho State.
Yep.
You're right.
Idaho State. That's he was there for a while, and then from Idaho State went to Eastern. Oh, you said Idaho State.
No, I didn't say Idaho State. That's what I do after you said it.
Yeah.
Oh,
see, Lloyd, I got him. I checked him off. As
I just saw that word, and I thought Illinois was supposed to be one of the.
Oh. Well, that's
choices.
Eastern. You didn't see Eastern in front of
that.
that. All right, Kevin. Well, congratulations. You're the winner of 2 Knights Action Park tickets. You can pick those up at Four Corners Lube. Anytime, we'll have them at the counter waiting for you.
All right. Thanks a lot.
All right. Thanks for calling. Yeah, 6 colleges he coached at. So he's been doing this for quite a while. I want to say about 17 years.
Paid his dues then. Absolutely.
Yeah, he started playing basketball over in Southeast Community or College over in, I think it was Burlington, Iowa.
Iowa, yeah.
Started there, played for Joe O'Brien there.
Mm-hmm.
And then
former Lincoln College coach.
Yeah, played 2 years there, transferred to Western, played there under Coach Kerwin, and Brad Underwood was an assistant there. So played with Brad, and then from there he went to Jacksonville, Texas for an assistant job down there. And boy, that was an eye-opener right there. Jacksonville, Texas, just in the middle of nowhere.
Wow.
We went down there to visit him, and yeah, he got out of there real quick. But then from there, he went to Daytona College down there, and that was a great place. He was down there with Coach Underwood. Was kind of disappointed when he left there because that was a great vacation spot.
Yeah, I'm sure.
He just lived down the road from the Daytona Speedway, and we would hear him out there practicing. And
nice.
Yeah, and then from Daytona went all the way out to Idaho State, where he paired up again with Coach O'Brien. He was out there for several years. Then to Eastern for a year, I think, and then to Evansville. So he's been around. I think he's lived in every state that begins with an I. Or played there, Iowa, Illinois, Idaho, Indiana. Is there another one?
That might.
Trivia. Oh, hey, that one went well. We had a caller real quick, and you want to throw out another one?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. Well, it must not have been real good then.
No.
I mean,
it was a backup design that I mean, it wasn't
in case
exactly
for failure.
Yeah, it wasn't exactly name a color, but it was going to be not the most difficult question.
Well, we don't want to make them too difficult. We're trying to give things.
We can
away.
We're trying to give it. I'll throw it out there.
We'll throw it out there.
All right. Where did Geoff Alexander play his high school basketball?
Oh well, I mean, we're giving them away.
It's not name a color.
Okay.
737-3791. If you know the answer to this.
And if you don't,
brain stumping trivia question: where did Geoff Alexander play his high school basketball?
Okay.
Phones are just ringing off the wall.
Where did Geoff Alexander play his elementary basketball?
We can go with that.
You know, where was he at before he moved to Lincoln?
And we have a caller.
We have another caller, and hopefully they're going to get the answer right.
This is like a 200% increase over the callers we have each week.
And go ahead, caller.
I'm just going to throw this out there. Is it Lincoln Community High School?
Oh, you got it. And
ding, ding, ding.
That was a tough one. Who are we talking to?
That was. That's Chad Kearns.
Who's that?
Chad Kearns.
All right, Chad. Yeah, I went to Lincoln High School. Do you know where he was at before he moved to Lincoln?
I do not remember that.
Well, I'm from there, so you probably don't. He's from the big town of Bushnell, Illinois, and they moved here back in '91. And I think Geoff was probably junior high or maybe upper grade school. But, yep, he played his career in Lincoln, Illinois. That was a real tough one, Loyd. But we're trying to give these tickets away. You can pick up the pair of tickets tonight's Action Park. We'll have them here at the counter at Four Corners Lube.
Sounds good. Thanks.
All right, thanks for calling. Boy, that was tough, Loyd.
You wanted results?
Well, I mean, got to make it a little harder than that. I mean, you didn't have to.
Really?
I mean, I tell you to think of a trivia question. You only have to think.
I did.
All right, well, at least it was a little more difficult than name a color.
And you said you wanted to keep it local?
Well, you can't get more local than that. All right, we're going to take a break. Jeff's going to call here in a few minutes, so stay tuned. You're in the Cheap Seats on 96.3. Welcome back to the Cheap Seats, 96.3 FM, WLCNonline.com. We are at Four Corners Lube, and on the air with us now is newly hired assistant to the head coach, Geoff Alexander. Good morning, Geoff.
Good morning.
Hey, thanks for taking some time. I know your schedule right now is busy, hectic, just a whirlwind, but we appreciate you taking some time to give us a call and let the town of Lincoln know what you're up to. You moved to Lincoln just in time, Geoff, for the big tax hike. So welcome back to Illinois.
Welcome to Illinois.
Yeah, I appreciate that. That's good to know.
Yeah, it is good to know. But Geoff, I know you got to be thrilled to be moving back to the state of Illinois, closer to home. I know we're thrilled about it, not only for you getting the job as an assistant a coach, but to be back closer to your family. I know the last few days have been kind of hectic, a whirlwind. What do you got going on right now?
Well, I'm just trying to get acclimated. Just obviously trying to spend time with the guys, trying to spend time with the staff, getting to know them, just getting organized with some new type of responsibilities. And at the same time, just trying to make the move as far as getting the family up here and so forth.
And that's just a process right now in Evansville, trying to get everything in order to get up to Champaign. You've had some practices right now. What's it looking like over there? Is a different coaching staff? Is high expectations? Probably a lot of excitement going on over there in Champaign.
Yeah, no doubt. And for the most part, I've seen 3 workouts since I've been here, and as always with Brad, they're high intensity, high energy, very competitive. Guys are working hard. They're buying into his belief and his philosophy, and it's fun to watch. There's obviously anytime you got a new staff, there's new terminology, new ideas as far as, the type of play. And guys are, they're working hard. They're trying to adjust, on how he wants those things to be done. But it's neat to see, just, as I talked about with several people yesterday, his style, the pace of play, it's not your traditional college, type of game that he plays. It's wide open. It's more, more like the, Golden State Warriors, where the floor is spaced, a lot of driving, a lot of kicking. So again, the guys are just trying to get adjusted to all that.
So as a fan, we can expect maybe a little higher paced, a faster paced game, I guess. Do you have anybody on the roster now that fits his type of player? I know he had a lot of success at Stephen F. Austin and then to Oklahoma State. And there's probably a particular type of player that he's looking for. Do you have those players on roster now, or you still trying to fill in the pieces?
No question. I think I think there's you're going to see a lot of guys that production-wise is going to increase just from being put in different spots and roles. You go back to the Stephen F. Austin days where when he got there was guys that went from 6-7 points a game to 13, 14 points a game, and again. When you talk with him, and we talked earlier about the pace, a big thing with him is scoring in the first seven seconds of the shot clock.
Okay.
And that's a stat that he looks closely at throughout a game. Points per possession, he was number 1 in the country the last 2 years. And that's more analytics, and the numbers tell a lot. They speak volumes. So, but yeah, as far as personnel, though, these guys, kids nowadays want to play fast. They want to play in the open floor. They want to play in space, and I think a lot of them are very excited about it.
Well, Geoff, you're taking on maybe a little different role than you're used to. You've known Coach Underwood for several years, dating back to your playing days at Western. What exactly does the assistant to the head coach do? What is what's your role in all this? I know you're his right-hand man, but what are you doing on a daily basis?
Again, it's different from what I've been. I'm excited about it. Being another set of eyes, from the side, just being able to give suggestions, throughout a workout, throughout a practice, throughout a game, just knowing what he wants, what he looks for, adjustments throughout a game. When you talk everyday stuff, I'll be diving in heavily with video. Just again, finding new ideas, finding new ways to score, finding new ways to defend. It changes from game to game. It changes from personnel to personnel. So it's again another set of eyes. It's almost like an advisory role, and I'm excited about it.
I know you've only been there a few days, Geoff, but do you see any difference between a Missouri Valley basketball team to the Big Ten?
No question. You're dealing with different types of dudes now. Length, athleticism, size. The Missouri Valley's outstanding league. It's a top 10, top 11 league in the country. Now you get to the BCS level where there's the wings are bigger, they're longer. They're 6'5", 6'5", 6'7", on the wings versus your 6'2", 6'3", in the Missouri Valley. But it's absolutely there's a big difference.
Lloyd, I know you have some questions you're pondering over there. You want to add to it, or are you asleep?
Nope, I'm here. Okay. Can you tell us a little bit, since you're coming into a new situation and you're basically inheriting the roster that you have, is that does that make your first few days there a little more challenging because it's not the roster that perhaps you and Coach Underwood would have recruited, that you're inheriting what you have? Does that put a little extra pressure on you?
It just, we're excited about these guys. We like them. They're working extremely hard. Obviously, college game, is recruiting. This week, the staff will go out and hit the road running and the busy month of July, bouncing from city to city to see everybody that they need to see. We're excited. We're excited about the roster.
All right, Geoff, we'll let you get going back to your busy day. I know there's some excited people here in Lincoln, including your parents. They're just, I don't think they've stopped smiling since yesterday. They got the news about 10 o'clock. So congratulations, and we look forward to seeing you here in the near future.
I appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
Yep.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
You bet. That's Geoff Alexander, your new assistant to the head coach, Brad Underwood, at the University of Illinois basketball team. And he's only been there 3 days, and it's going to take some time to kind of adjust. You all right?
Yeah, you're bringing a tear to my eye.
Crying?
Yeah.
Jeez. I mean, it's all right, Lloyd.
It's okay.
You need a hug?
I was just so happy.
But yeah, so it's going to take a little while to get adjusted. He's got a lot going on right now, from moving to Indiana to the good old state of Illinois, where you want to pay high taxes,
welcome.
Come on over. All right, we're going to take another commercial break. When we come back, we're going to have a drawing for the trimmer, the weed eater. 122, I guess that's cc's. They forget a C, or just 122C. Well, it's a Husqvarna trimmer, and we're going to be giving it away. And we got the girls, the car washers. We're going to have them come on and tell us how to come get your car washed. So stay tuned. You're in the Cheap Seats, 96.3. Welcome back to the Cheap Seats, 96.3 FM. We're at Four Corners Lube, where today, if you want your car washed, come on out today from 10 to 1. The Illini Central Volleyball team will be here washing your cars here at Four Corners Lube. And with us right now is Coach Jesse Eaton, the volleyball coach for your Illini Central Volleyball team. Good morning, Jesse.
Good morning.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, how long you've been coaching out there, and anything else you want the whole Logan County to know?
This is actually my first year coaching at Illini Central. I've coached with Jennifer Hayes in Hartsburg for a few years, so I've had a good role model for me. This is my first year doing it, and I had a really good turnout. Ended up with 32 girls, and this is the most Illini Central has ever had. So looking forward to a good season, hopefully.
So first season, kind of obviously new to you, taking a lot of things that Coach Hayes did from Hartsburg,
right,
which that's a winning program over there. So if you bring that attitude over here, now are you guys a rival? I know it's pretty close. So
I mean, yes and no. Obviously, I don't want it to be a rival this year since it's coach, but
you're new. Well, it's if you beat them, it's going to be a real good rival. So that's something to look forward to. What are the girls doing out here today? What are they raising money for? And obviously, it's a car wash, but how does the town of Lincoln participate in this?
We are raising money for, we're going to get warm-up shirts for each of the girls for the games, and then the fans will be able to buy them too. We're going to get new uniforms in the next few years, so got to start it now.
Well, the programs aren't cheap to run,
right,
obviously, and you got to have some money coming somewhere, and it's not coming from the state of Illinois.
Nope.
So you got to raise it somehow. Having a car wash here at Four Corners, what do they need to do to get their car washed?
They just need to pull in, and it's just donation, so whatever they're willing to give, we'll take.
Now, she says donation, but, I mean, I'd say maybe $10 is a pretty good donation. You come here and put 50 cents in the bucket, you might get a scratch. So come on out, let these girls earn their money. They're out here earning it, and it's a beautiful day for a car wash.
Yep.
So what better way to come? You can even sit in the car while they do it, and so you don't have to do anything. Just come on out here and help support these young ladies. we'll get to them right now. I know they're really eager to talk, and whenever you put a microphone in front of somebody, they just freeze up.
Exactly.
I'm sure when these guys are practicing, they're just all yelling, but maybe you should carry a mic with you, put it in front of them, and they just freeze up like they're doing right now. All right, give us your name, how old, and how long you've been playing volleyball.
I'm Maddie Cross. I've been playing since the 5th grade. I'm 15 and I am a sophomore in high school.
Okay. See, that was easy, wasn't it?
I'm Haley Sharon. I am 15. I've been playing since maybe 7th grade, and I am in 10th grade in high school.
My name is Josie Bell. I've been playing volleyball since I was in the 5th grade, 6th grade, and I'm a sophomore in high school.
I'm Jenna Warner. I'm a freshman in high school. I'm 14 and I've been playing volleyball since 6th grade.
I'm Colleen Douglas. I'm 14. I'm a freshman in high school and I've been playing since 3rd grade.
I'm Jocelyn DeVore. I'm a freshman in high school. I'm 14 years old and I've been playing volleyball since 7th grade.
I'm Bailey Warner. I've been playing volleyball since I was in the 6th grade. I'm 14 and I'm a freshman.
Oh, we got another one at work. She's trying to hide.
My name is Sydney Rolfs, and I'm actually the assistant coach.
Okay, assistant coach. Young team coach, or is this kind of initiation? Let's send the freshmen and sophomores out to do the dirty work.
Well, this older group will be here later, but a lot of them are on vacation. They picked the right weekend to do it.
Absolutely. So you say you have 32 girls?
Yeah.
Then that's to fill a varsity and a junior varsity squad. I don't know a whole lot about volleyball, but is that those numbers are pretty good?
It's a lot.
How many on a court
6.
at one time? 6?
Yeah.
Okay. I did watch a couple games last year of Hartsburg, Emden, the junior high. I went over and watched them at state, and it's exciting.
Yeah.
It's a different style of volleyball than I'm used to seeing. Not that I go to a lot of matches because I had all boys, and but is it exciting? I mean, as far as now you're going to be the head coach. How do you install the aggressiveness and the determination to be out there on the court?
It's exciting. I'm nervous, but
but you'll get the job done.
Hopefully.
All right. Well, Coach, thanks for stopping by. Before you go, we're going to have one of the girls. They're going to draw a name, and a lucky winner is going to win a Husqvarna weed trimmer. As soon as top. No. There you go.
I'm left-handed, so I think this is the right-handed box.
There you go. All right, who wants to be the name picker outer? Anybody?
What?
Name picker outer.
We're going to draw a name here, all right?
Yay.
Reach into that box, give it a big swirl, and pull out a name. All right. Who do we have here? Who is the lucky winner? We have John Aper of Lincoln, Illinois. John, if you're listening right now, come and pick up your weed trimmer. And you're probably not, because we don't have a whole lot of listeners, I don't think. But they'll give you a call, John. You're the lucky winner of the 122cc trimmer. Husqvarna. Right, Jim? Right. Okay. All right. Well, thanks for stopping by, ladies, and have fun washing cars. Hope you make a lot of money so you can get some cool jerseys.
Yeah, hopefully.
All right.
Thank you.
Yep. All right. We're going to take another commercial break, Jim, unless we got a caller.
We have a caller.
We have a caller?
All right.
Is that 3 in a day?
Yeah. Oh, well, there's a 4th.
I think we'd have a whole lot more if you knew how to operate the phone.
Thank you.
All right. Who are we talking to today?
Good day.
Ah, jeez.
Who is it?
He said good day. Who do you think it is?
Oh.
We thought it was a real caller.
What's up, Jay? Dude, I tell you what, we've had a pretty good show today.
You guys are doing much, much gooder.
Much gooder?
For sure.
We love your English.
Much gooder.
How'd it go over today in Decatur?
Well, game 1 was a very, very tough game, man. Good pitching on both sides, good fielding, a little bit of hitting on both sides. We fell. We lost that one. It was a nail biter, though, so gave it our all. They're playing again right now. Hopefully we can pull this one out. So.
All right. Well, we might get wet here. We're having a little car wash here today, Jake, at Four Corners.
Yeah, I can't believe you didn't bring in Rolls Royce and car wash when we came back.
The young ladies at Illini Central Volleyball team, Jake, are here washing cars today for a fundraiser. So if you get back in time, come and get that fancy Suburban you got, or whatever it is, a good washing. That's what, a minimum $100?
Blue could use a cleaning, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
And it would definitely take a few dollars to pay for that.
Yeah. So what else is new, Jake? I know you've heard the news. Geoff Alexander just hired on at the staff for the Illinois basketball team. Had him on the air at 9:30. He's pretty excited.
How exciting is that? For Lincoln, Logan County, you know, all of us have watched him 2 years. I graduated with him. I talked to a few of my classmates here last couple of days. We're all extremely excited, very proud of him. You know, what a great deal, man. And he worked his rear end off to get there.
Yeah, and that's what people don't realize. I mean, the work that goes behind the scenes, he's, away from his family several days at a time. And, that's just a sacrifice you have to make. We're excited for him just getting this opportunity, but probably more excited that he's moving closer to us and we'll be able to see him more often.
Absolutely, and the opportunity for good tickets for the Illini. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
No, not at all. And so we'll see. Hopefully they have a good year. It's going to be an adjustment. We talked about before. Anytime you have a new staff come in, there's always a huge adjustment. But Coach Underwood.
The Illini had some guys transfer out and whatnot as well, but he's got his own ways of doing things. So hopefully he'll get some new recruits in. I think Jeff's going to give him a big help with that.
Yeah, he's got a lot of ties in Illinois, and so hopefully that'll help him out a lot. And it's the little things. It's the who you know type thing, connections, and that's how some of these kids are influenced. So hopefully he can put his 2 cents in these recruiting processes, and we'll see what happens. But they got some decent recruits coming in now. Mark Smith from Edwardsville, one of the top point guards in the nation. So they've got some talent, and the way Geoff talks, it's a faster paced game. He says Coach Underwood likes to get a shot in with the first 7 seconds of that shot clock. So look for some scoring and some transition points and stuff like that. So it's going to be should be exciting for Illinois basketball.
Absolutely, and like you said, we got that young guard coming in, and that's where you got to start with. You got to start building from the front and back. So it'll be interesting, man. I'm excited.
Yeah,
excited.
We are too. It's fun times right now, and he's got a lot on his plate right now, moving from Indiana to Illinois, and it's plus doing your job and trying to get your family over. So it's a process, but it's exciting one.
He's got a brother-in-law with a very strong back.
That's right, and he's got a great family. His dad's over in Evansville right now getting things squared away. So he's got a pretty good support system. But it's exciting.
Very exciting.
Hey, your buddy Joe.
So, hey,
what's that?
Can I be the winner? Can I call in and answer the question?
We've already had it, and the answer was blue.
It's going to go with purple.
Oh, well, then you would have lost. Yeah. No, but
it was effort.
Your buddy Joe, well, he was a no-show today. He gave us about a 2 or 3 minute notice that he wasn't going to be here today. So I had an agenda, just had to throw it out the window. Now it's the Kirby and Kirby show.
Taking it to another level.
Brothers, back, take it to the next level.
Yes.
A much, much gooder show.
Yeah, it was a little more informational show.
Informational? Lots of callers.
We've had. Well, you would make the fourth caller, Jake.
Did I win the trimmer?
No, you did not. But you know who did? John Aper.
No.
John Aper's the big winner of the trimmer, and we're gonna hand this ticket over to the guys inside, and they're gonna give old John a call, and he can come pick up that trimmer.
I tell you what, John could probably pick that up at Jake's Furnishings. I'll have it gassed up and I'll use it real quick for him.
Oh, well.
Take it for a test drive.
Make sure it's properly functioning.
Well, let's
that work?
Yeah, well, I don't know. It works for me, but not too sure it's going to work for the winner. But I'm looking over there right now, Jake. I don't see any weeds. It's all concrete.
Yeah, no, actually had the young boys out there yesterday cleaning it all up.
Well, speaking of young boy, your number one employee is just pulling in, so he is on time. He's on time. It's not 10 o'clock yet, and
the problem is I'm the one with the key, and I'm on my way there, and I'm like 5 minutes out.
oh, well then he's probably just going to sit there and wait.
He's probably going to be sitting there waiting until all the people that could be stopping in there at the Jake's Furnishing. We will be open in about 5 to 10 minutes late today.
All right, now you got inventory reduction sale going on, I'm assuming?
Inventory reduction sale on interior furniture, outdoor furniture, whatever you need, we'll reduce it for you today.
All right, Jake. Well, I'm hoping you're driving hands-free, because if not, that is very illegal in the state of Illinois.
I am Bluetooth enabled.
Okay. All right, Jake. Well, thanks for calling in, buddy, and we will see you next week.
All right, brother. Good day.
See ya.
That's Jake Johnson.
Oh, it's not you.
That's not me.
Now it's you.
You know, we were talking a little earlier. We may have more phone calls coming in. We're just not too sure Jim knows how to operate the iPhone.
We need to get like a multi-line phone, I think.
Yeah. I don't know what we're going to do.
Line 1 and line 2.
I mean, he tries. He
is earning his keep over there, that's for sure.
He is.
The original iPhone.
Which was an upgrade from the flip phone he had for 35 years. So, well, Lloyd, we've got a couple minutes left in this fine show, and the girls are anxiously waiting on vehicles to pull in.
They just finished their first one, getting ready for
number 2. Now, these white cars, you really got to scrub, girls, because you got to get them clean. So put some elbow grease in that. Let's see how long it takes them to wash your car.
All right.
I don't know that we have that much time.
Yeah, I don't know either. They were very thorough in their last effort.
You just got to get in there. You know, the old term, put some elbow grease in there. And being an owner of a white car myself, I'll never own another white car. Those things are hard to clean.
Really? Well, I've heard black cars also show the dirt quite a bit.
They do. I mean, on the white car, you can't just run it through a car wash. You got to literally scrub it, because when you do that, it just looks gray. And you got to scrub the crap out of that thing. I mean, you got to get down in it.
Term again?
Crap. Now that will be next week's trivia question.
All right.
What is the?
Speaking of next week.
Speaking of, what about it? Where are we at?
Where are we next week?
We're about due for Joe, or I don't know.
Of course, he'd have to show up.
No.
I mean, or at least run the extension cord out.
I'll be here next week.
He'll be here.
I'll be here the next 2 weeks, but after that, a couple weeks, guys, you're on your own, because I'm going to be down in the white sugary sands of Destin, where the water's clear and there's sharks everywhere.
Sounds like
it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Hopefully I'll come back in one piece. Well, that's going to do it for us today. I'd like to thank Geoff Alexander again for calling in. Kevin Curry, winner, and Chad Kearns, the other winner of the night's action tickets. They can stop by here at Four Corners Lube, pick those tickets up, and while you're here, get an oil change and pull outside, get a car wash. And what?
Car wash.
Car wash.
He's on it.
He's on it. John,
you have no idea, do you?
No.
It's a song.
Oh, yeah. I don't. Good one, Jim. He's pretty savvy.
He's on point with his music.
Congratulations to John Aper. He's the big winner of the Husqvarna trimmer. And we will talk to you guys next week. Don't know where we're going to be, but we'll be somewhere.
We'll be on
there. But you
can
count on us being on air from 9 to 10.
Yes.
Thanks for tuning in to the Cheap Seats.
Good day.